The former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, loves to hang out with the Pope, any Pope. Take a look. Pope Benedict even gave him a knighthood. That means Peter Obi is going to heaven, straight, irrespective of what else he does in this life. Isn't he lucky? Now, to top it off, Peter Obi's brother is a Catholic priest, and as such, he wears his Catholic faith on his sleeves. That is a very good thing if you ask me. Welcome to Damage Control, where we illustrate the real cost of corruption so that we all can understand it better and buy into the need to go beyond being outraged to become part of the agents for change. Damage Control is brought to you by MacArthur Foundation and CITAD. I am Dr. Damages.
Corruption is not just about giving or taking money. Corruption is about not doing the right thing. And why are we corrupt? Because of lack of understanding. Because we do not understand that we don't need too much.
So, the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, knows by heart the cornerstones of the Catholic Church's social justice teaching, which says socio-economic structures which put and keep people in poverty and disadvantage are inherently unjust and require change. Yes, it continued. So, while the church consistently upholds the right to private property, that right is not absolute and should always be ordered towards common use and the duty to share, and most especially to not take more than you need. Watch.
We didn't even see watch. I saw it openly to everybody. This is the only watch I have. I've worn it for 17 years.
Yes, that is the Peter Obi that most Nigerians have come to know and love. He is the man who has worn only one watch for 17 years. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, a search of the internet shows Peter Obi wearing more than one kind of watch at different events. And I am sure that while Peter Obi was saying that, he knew he had more than one wristwatch. And he believed that the angels in heaven also knew. He just didn't care. Now, while Peter Obi has mesmerized some Nigerians, those of us who knew the truth about how he ran Anambra State have not been fooled. We haven't. Yes. Yes, Peter Obi killed that story. That 2009 story of police intercepting 250 million naira security vote that his boys were taken out of the country via Cotonou. Listen to Peter Obi.
Somebody telling me that my security vote can be as much as 12 billion. So 1 billion per month. And I said, fine.
Now, we did not get a complete picture of any of the secret things Peter Obi did until the Pandora Papers emerged. Yes, in the Pandora Papers, Peter Obi is shown to have joined other Nigerians of questionable characters in hiding money in tax havens abroad. He is in the same company as Stella Oduah, Bishop David Oyedepo, Mohammed Bello Kuko, and other known and unknown rogues. Here is how Peter Obi did it. As a serving governor in 2010, immediately after the 250 million naira security vote wahala, Peter Obi commissioned a Monaco-based secrecy enabling company, Access International, to create an offshore company in the British Virgin Islands. Hey! He said he acted on the advice of his foreign bankers, the Lloyds. Yes! The same way as governor, his government security agents killed unarmed Masop members, many of them, and threw their bodies into Anambra River on the advice of his security men. Yes, on the advice of his security advisors. Very, very important you mentioned that. Peter Obi used Access International to incorporate the offshore entity called Gabriela Investment Limited in the British Virgin Islands. Gabriela is the name of Peter Obi's daughter. Later, Peter Obi changed the name of the company to PMGG Investments, which stands for the first letter of the names of Peter Obi's nuclear family. P for Peter, the man. M for Margaret, his wife. G for Gabriela, his daughter. And G for Gregory, his son. Amazing. Very nice. Family man, you know.
And somebody said to me, oh, I saw your son going to, that one was in Vietnam. He was going to run somewhere. He said he's going for interview for job. Peter, can't you give him a job? Peter, can't you do this? The boy doesn't even have, I said, none of my children have car.
Yes, Peter Obi told us that his children had no cars. We cheered when he said that they had to work hard to buy their own cars. Peter Obi did not tell us that he already set up accounts with probably millions of dollars for them offshore, where nobody will ever know, using foreign directors so that it will never be traced to him or his children. Now, why would Peter Obi do that if he were doing the right thing before man and God? Why? As he inundated us about his shrewd governance of Anambra State, Peter Obi did not tell us how he broke the law by operating a foreign bank account while he was governor. No. Or his failure to declare his foreign assets tucked away in renowned tax havens to the Code of Conduct Bureau as required by law. Or his continuation as a director in Nest International UK Limited for at least 14 months after becoming the governor of Anambra State. Oh, I forgot. Peter Obi had a great excuse. He said he did not know that he was required by law to declare assets he had with other people. Yeah. Is it that his advisors at Lloyd's didn't tell him? Or is it that his managers at his banks in Nigeria didn't tell him? Or is it that his friends in government did not tell him? What's the problem? Why did Peter Obi decide to establish a shell company when he became governor, not when he was a bank chairman? Why did Peter Obi choose to hide his identity by using paid nominee directors? Could it be because of what Peter Obi said here? Yes. What governors earn will shock Nigerians. What Peter Obi did not tell us was the extent that they will go to hide it will shock Nigerians the more. Are you surprised that Peter Obi, despite running his mouth every chance he gets, never told us how much he earned for 8 years as governor, or how much he spent as security vote? Never. I'm sure Peter Obi is shocked that we know the extent governors like him go to hide what they earned, quote unquote.
Let nobody tell you there's not enough money. No. Tell me what a governor in Nigeria needs a dispatch rider for. What for? If I tell you how we stop fuel.
The Catholic Church considers poverty as something that comes about as a result of a violation of the social justice teachings and principles by men and women who take more than they need. For some of what Peter Obi did, Bola Tinubu was taken to the Code of Conduct Tribunal. For the same reason, Bukola Saraki was taken to the Code of Conduct Tribunal. Tinubu escaped jail time due to technicalities. Saraki escaped jail time due to the doctrine of necessity. How will Peter Obi escape? Your guess is as good as mine. The Catechism of the Catholic Church 2445 says, love for the poor is incompatible with immoderate love for riches and their selfish use. St. Peter Obi, this is your life. Africa, who did this to us?